we have a new crew heading for outer space. Earlier today, NASA named the 4 astronauts who will be on the Artemis III mission. The crew will be led by NASA astronaut Commander Randy Bresnik. Joining him are 2 mission specialists, NASA astronauts Andre Douglas and Frank Rubio. Italy will also be on board too. European Space Agency astronaut Luca Parmitano will pilot the Orion spacecraft. Mission specialist for the Artemis III mission, NASA astronaut Andre Douglas joins me. Nice to talk to you, sir. And I suppose this is a thrill of a lifetime, and you're so excited you can't stand it, right?
100%. This has been the opportunity of a lifetime. Very glad to be here, and it is quite the honor.
Have you started the training for the actual expedition?
No, we start training next week. We have some classes tomorrow, and we're going to hit it hard pretty fast, so it's going to be an exciting time.
All right, when is this going to happen?
So ideally, we're trying to do launch sometime next year, whether that's June or later in the fall, and that's going to depend upon a lot of different things, right? We got to make sure 2 of our landers are ready to go, that they're ready for launch, and then when they get up there, we'll need to make sure that we launch as well. So as we saw with Artemis II, we could get some delays. I think Artemis II, we were delayed a few months, and then we finally launched April 1st. But all of that depends on many, many factors involving thousands of people. So that's why spaceflight is hard, right? We're trying to coordinate these complex systems to work together, and it's going to be quite the journey.
What is your mission on the Artemis III?
So Artemis III's mission is to test and test and test and make sure that we can get the assets up in space, connect together, and ensure that we're allowing for the possibility of a landing on Artemis 4 or 5, right? So our whole mission is to make sure that the suits, the landers, the docking interface, and even launch and re-entry, all that stuff goes according to plan, right? Because this is not a routine operation. Spaceflight is never really a routine operation. And so I hope the public understands that we're doing these test flights to make sure that our systems are well thought, they're well put together, right? And they're wrung out. And there's a chance that we could experience emergencies in space. And so we're also trying to figure out, okay, you know, if we ever have to have one, can we respond to that appropriately, and can we still do the mission?
Okay, so how did you find out you were selected? I mean, I take you didn't get a letter in the mail. I mean, tell me about the phone call, or however you found out, the email, or what was it?
Yeah, it's funny, you know, you say letter in the mail, and I'm so used to that from the degrees that I have, you know, getting those college letters. But no, this one was different. This one was, hey, we were called into a room. We didn't know what was going on. And then our chief just said, hey, guys, look around. This is the Artemis III crew. And that included the 4 primes and our backup, Bob Hines. And it was really cool to see, you know, everybody together at the same time, officially from the chief's mouth, that we were going to be flying in space together and training together. So that was really a special moment to see everybody give each other hugs, high fives, and then leave the room knowing, hey, you know, we're going to be doing this together.
Oh, being the backup, though, that's a tough position. That's like being on a jury and being the alternate.
Oh, yeah, the backup's a tough role. You know, I was doing that as an Artemis II backup, not knowing if I was going to fly. And then, you know, Bob Hines, he's doing the Artemis III backup, and he's kind of in the same boat. You know, and I think at the end of the day, you have to remind yourself you are supporting a space flight program, a human space flight program. So whether you're a backup, a prime crew, if you're a capsule communicator, which is the Capcom position, if you're a closeout crew member, or if you're any other position that's supporting from the ground, we're all supporting that main goal of getting folks out to the moon on another celestial body and really trying to push humanity forward, right? So it just reminds you that this is a big team and we all have different roles. And those roles will change, and people will go in and out of those roles to other things. So super exciting.
Well, it is very exciting. We'll be watching. I hope you come back, because there's a lot more to talk about. Artemis III mission specialist, NASA astronaut Andre Douglas, congratulations to you. What a thrill. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you so much.
People think news just happens. It doesn't. It happens because there's someone there to capture the moment, to explain it and share it. That's my job. I go where news breaks and give you the facts. Join me for The Record on Newsmax.